Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am doing my October flip through, which actually is pretty early for me. It's November, what, 9th or 10th? Okay, so this is my, let me move this up. This is my daughter's big happy planner. I do memory planning in for her. She sends me photos. Okay, so I was like, whoa, that's bad. That's my November spread. Okay, so if you're new here, my daughter's 24. She lives away about 4 hours. She likes me to do the album for her. I call album like scrapbooking. So what I do, and I've said this before, is I decorate her monthly and leave spots for us, or for me to put pictures of us like from home, because my youngest daughter lives up here where I live, and my family. And so I always do pictures from home and little things about what's going on at home, even though we talk nonstop and she kind of knows everything, but just things for her to document, so I can document things going on at home, like my husband's birthday, although she was FaceTiming and staying with us. But anyways, this is how I do hers. I did this in the Live Love Posh sticker book, which is so cute. I love the pink. I don't really like it for mine, but I like it for hers. So these are just pictures of things that went on at home, and I just do some little journaling. And sometimes I'll just write a little note, missing you today. And, you know, just little notes. And then this was, I think I did a video this month. I do a video on everything. So this should have a video coming up. This is the Life of a Showgirl. I use the Live Love Posh New Seasonal Love. I love this set. I can't remember what month this was. Ooh, what's that? UPS. Oh no, that's next door. Oh, have a lot of deliveries coming for soon for Christmas. Anyways, I just want to make sure if my dogs are out right now, and not that my dogs would hurt at UPS, but they would hop in their vehicle and try to go home with them because they just love everybody. But anyways, this was my daughter's, this was the release of Taylor Swift's new album. My daughter's a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie. I took her to her first concert with Taylor Swift, and we went to the Eras tour together. So I love how I did this. This was the sticker paper, and I used my punch and to punch stars out. Yeah, I just love it. Oh, and it was Bean's birthday, or 1 year gotcha day. I don't think they really know his birthday or her birthday. So I love that page. Then this is fall spread I did. Yeah. I did a video of this. I didn't love this one. It didn't come out as good as I had hoped. I think this was Live Love Posh. Most of mine are Live Love Posh or Heather Cal. And once in a while I use Happy Planner. Yeah, so my daughter sends me photos every week, which she's behind. I forgot to ask her to send me photos. So this was a Happy Planner seasonal sticker book I used because I thought it was cutesy. And like, this is like nothing I would use for my planner, but for hers, I thought it'd be cute. She's only 24. She's still young. Lots of pictures of her kitties. This was her trip to New York City. She goes to New York City a lot. Her friends live in New York City. She really wants to move there. I don't want her to move there. Oh, it's a little bit further away and a lot harder to travel in and out of. So yeah, so that's that page. And then, oh, this one I love. I use these cute ones. These are from the Heather Cal pet book, the cat one, the Halloween. Oh my gosh. I meant to use these in her monthly and totally forgot because it's so cute in a monthly. But these pictures this week had a lot of pictures of her cats. And so it was so cute. Oh, and then she went to my daughter's a lawyer, and her best friend is in her second year of medical school. Girl power. Proud of them both. But they went to a ball, and her law firm was a sponsor of the ball for medical school to raise money. And so she was able to go as a sponsor. And then last year they went together, just as, obviously friends. But this year her best friend has a boyfriend. So, but my daughter was able to still go because her company's a sponsor. So they were able to go together. So it's so cool. And this is where it ended. I decorated this, and I haven't asked her for her photos. So that is the end. And normally in October, I write her a letter, and I have not written her letter here. I usually write her a letter at the end. So I'm behind in her album. So I'm going to ask her tonight to send me these. I'm going to write my letter actually while I'm watching football, because I haven't, well, I guess I did her November monthly, but gosh, I'm behind for me. Okay, so that's my daughter's. Okay. I'll quickly do my journal because I don't show too much of this. I actually just recorded a video. Oh, so this was the monthly with the little cats. How cute is that? Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I was in Nashville in October. That feels like forever ago. And it's just been a month. And this was my version of the life of a showgirl. I love it so much for my journal. This is my favorite layout. I love how I did the boxes, which I get that from Mary Ellen, Planning with Bumble, how she does a lot of the drawings. I'm not good like her, but I love this sketchy. This is Live Love Posh Seasonal Neutral. I love the sketch look of that. I just love this. This is my favorite layout. I don't know why. And I usually do not like doing this. I feel like I ruin it. I was really nervous. Then I thought I'd try it again, and I hate it because I used the wrong purple. I think if I would have maybe just kept that black, I would like it. And I thought about going over it, but I didn't want to like ruin it. So, but I love this, like the little coffin shape. It's so cute. Live Love Posh again. Oh, and I used this in my daughter's. This was the Live Love Posh Seasonal Love. I love this set. I knew I wanted to use it in my daughter's and for me. Oh, I just love it. And I love this one. I think this one came from, this is a Heather Kell, I think. I usually try to write it down, but I keep forgetting. I did these way before I started doing videos. I had these like all ahead of time. But I love this one. This one came out good. And then this is my November that I'm writing everything I'm thankful for throughout the month. So that's my journal. Okay. And then my planner, which is a big mama. Oh, sorry. October currently. Another Live Love Posh. I did currently just, oh, sorry, I was reading some stuff. I'm like, what did yeah, I just, I don't do it currently in every planner. I usually just do it in my memory keeping one, not my journal. I do different things in each one. Oh, this is my monthly. This I thought came out pretty cute. These are my little ghost stickers I got from Irish Acres. I love them so much. I love them, and I love that tree. So that was my monthly. I use stickers from everything. Like, I think this was from like the Heather Calva plan. These were from the Irish, and this was from the Irish Acres, and this was from a Live Love Posh book, because I just wanted the trees. So this was kind of another theme of Life of a Showgirl. It's not come out good at all. I just used the orange and green flowers. This is from, I think, Live Love Posh, like functional florals. And then I just wrote the first night, what my top songs were, the 3 days later, and then I wrote what my daughter sent me, hers were. And then I printed out these photos, which I did a layout on this. You probably heard all this already. I went and watched the show, and then all the memes, like people were cashing in on this release of Taylor Swift's video or album. So that was that one. Okay, and then this was the week I went to Tennessee. I did a video for this because I did an insert because I spent the first part of the week in Nashville with my husband, went to Opry, and then the rest of the week my niece lives only like 30 minutes from there, and she had her baby shower, so I got to see her baby bump. And then I'm flying out in January to go see her. My daughter and I are going to go spend a week. Well, my daughter's on winter break from college. We're going to go spend a week to help her with the baby. So this was just some pictures of us down there. And then just more of my trip. I liked her theme was Little Boo, but then it was kind of like fall. So I just did this little insert, even though these 2 pages match, and that's just a little insert. Okay, then I used, whoa, I guess I'm sticking there. This was another Live Love Posh. I didn't really love this one. I didn't have a lot of photos this week, but I had a lot of stories. I didn't have a lot of photos, but I had a lot of stories this week. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So, yeah, I didn't love this one, but I feel like the photos get lost in it all. But it is what it is. I'm not going to love every week. And then, same with this one. Didn't really love this week. And it was just a mix of photos, but some stories. That was Kell the Plan sticker book, an older one. I can't remember which one. An older one. I like this one. This one came out good. I love this. This is that Live Love Posh Seasonal Love book. I do like this one. It came out good. The photos look good with it. Good stories, good photos. My kids, they sent me photos. They all went out for Halloween, but they all sent me photos. My daughter and I decorated. My best friend came. Just some quality time with my kiddos, my brother, my husband's birthday. It was all good. And then into November. And now we will go to my favorite part. I had to go back and look at last month's video to see which ones I showed last month. Sometimes I can't remember when I did them. And then I usually mark them. Okay, so in case you're new, in case you've never seen this before, this is a Happy Planner journal. I actually was online last night to look for my new one for next year. And I originally started to use this for 1 line a day. I started this in September 2024. If you don't know what 1 line a day is, it's where you just, and you can do this anyway. Planning with Elise was the person I got this from. And she kind of did something like this. And you just write one little thing about your day. Felt sick all day, finally feeling better at 11:30 p.m. Traveled to Saratoga for a meeting overnight. I always feel so sad when Chloe leaves. Chloe's my daughter when she moves away. So just one thing, you know, Katrina's home for Pete's party. I was so excited. So I've done that since 2024, and here's my October. I accidentally started writing my September in the wrong spot. So I just crossed it out and rewrote it. So yeah, now in October, I'm doing something, or November, I'm doing something I'm thankful for every day. I like to do that in that month. Okay, so that's what I started to use this for. And so I have my December, but then I had there's so much. I'm like, what else am I going to do with it? So I started doing just these little, whatever I feel like to do, to be creative. So I call them my pages. I did this YouTube. YouTube is like my TV for me. So I did this about my favorite things to watch on YouTube, because I watch a lot of true crime and lawyers shows. Since my daughter's a lawyer, I've been really into it more. In my favorite crafting shows, and about YouTube and how much I love it. I get the premium, so I don't ever have ads, because I use it for music, TV. I use it for everything. And I have a YouTube channel, so I love YouTube. And about my love for true crime and how it started, different trials I've watched, messy handwriting, probably misspelled words, which my kids know. I can't remember if I showed this one last time. I couldn't remember. I forgot to look. I don't think I did, because there was a lot. So this, I just did a listing from my vacation, why I love Nashville, things that made me smile while I was on vacation, my top memories, what I missed at home, different places that people were from. We met so many people. Everyone's like, where are you from? Where are you from? You know? So where I met all the different states and countries that people were from, my favorite foods. And then I did I'm trying to like do a productive work day. I was like writing things out, I had a hard week coming back from vacation, and I normally don't, but I had a really tough time. So by the following week, I'm like, I gotta have a good mindset, get up, get showered, and have a good day, productive day. So I wrote like a perfect day, a productive day, what to do, what time to get ready. And so I'm not feeling overwhelmed, and it's worked. I've been really good since then. Then, you know how much I'm a Swiftie, or so if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know. And I had originally wrote out this Life of a Showgirl when she announced her album. I don't know, it's back here somewhere. I wrote out waiting for her album to come out, The Life of a Showgirl, and I was going to write stuff about the album. And then I decided I am going to write about, I use a bunch of different stickers, but I used the alphabet letters that were in the Live Love Posh seasonal love sticker books. I used all different ones. And I wrote the list of all the songs, and then I did my top like 5. And then I wrote about this album. I wrote about how I first became listening to this. Before it was even on the radio, it was a cassette, or it was on my niece's iPod, recorded off something that wasn't even out on radio, and how I became a Swiftie from that album. And then Fearless, and I wrote about how I took my daughter Chloe to this, and my top songs. Speak Now, in my top 5, every song, and then like Taylor's version, I wrote the new songs. So I just did each album. Red, 1989, which is one of my favorites. And then I did each album: Reputation, Lover, Evermore, Folklore, Midnight, The Torture Poet Department, my favorite. And then The Life of a Showgirl. And then I did this on a scrap piece of paper, because I'm crazy. And I wrote, I did like a bracket like I would do for my March Madness, and I did this to break down and I did I did one of those random spinny things on the internet there, like random. I punched in every album and just did random draw, if you will, and then that's who their competition was. So Lover and Evermore, it just was a random drawing, and then I would pick it, and so it comes down to my top 3 are The Torture Poets Department, Folklore, and 1989 are my top 3. And then what I did is I went back through and I wanted to do my top 20 songs. So I went back, looked at my top 5 and was figuring out, okay, what would be in my top 20, do I think is in my top 20. And then I wrote them out by album. And then I number them all. My favorite song, it turns out to be All Too Well by the 10-minute version. So yeah, because, I have nothing else to do with my life as an empty nester. I might bring this in a little bit. So yeah, that's what I did. I just decorated this one. I haven't filled this out yet. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. And then I have a few empty pages left. My goal is to fill this all up by the end of the December so that I will move on to a new one. And then I did this one. I have like this color something from Happy Planner, color something, and I just kind of put each color in, and I wrote which each color reminds me of. Yellow sunshine, my mother, my personality, sunflower, summer, cotton candy for pink, pink drinks, bubble gum, breast cancer awareness, Pepto-Bismol. So just different things that certain colors remind me of. This one I already did. This was my listing. These ones I already did, I think. Yeah, I think I did that one too. Okay. Oh yeah. This one I had done, but I hadn't filled out. And these were my thoughts. I started in September. I can't remember when I ended. So I just was marking that. That one I already did. This one, my house wish list, like just things I wish, like how like there's so many little things. I want to put a new light fixture in here. I want to, my ideal wish list, new flooring for here, a new kitchen sink, a new table, a new, just everything, like my ideal wish list. And like, we are doing we're going to get rid of the carpet to put new flooring. We are doing this spring. But just like, my house wish list, even though my house is very nice, but there's always these little things, I'm getting new French doors. I want to paint my living room again. My husband will probably have a heart attack because it hasn't been painted that long. Okay, so let me see. Let me go to this one. Was one I had filled out, or I had made, but I hadn't filled out. And I just made this page about coffee. And it was actually very easy to fill in about coffee. And then, let's see. This was another one I had all filled out or already made and didn't have filled out yet. And I actually just had an idea. Things my dad's missed since he's been gone. He's been gone 6 years. And my dad's birthday's coming this month, so it just made me think about it. And so I wrote that. Funny one. My cat is going to be 13. He was with me the day I adopted her. And I got a speeding ticket on my way back from picking her up. And he's always called her Speedy. And she's going to be 13. Or she is 13. So this, again, I made a while ago. This is Caleb Plan sticker book. And I just filled it out, things I was wild about. Oh, that's my original Life of a Showgirl when she announced her album. These are all filled out from before. So this I just wrote, this had a sticker, I just loved it, and it just spoke to me. It's okay to be happy with a calm life, because some people may think I'm boring. I'm not a big traveler, but I just wrote about how I just love to be home and love to be living a simple life. Now this technically I made today. I had it planned out last night, so this is actually should be my November flip through. But this is my countdown to, I have 15 books to read to make 100 for the year. So I'm going to do them all Christmas. So I made that to do a countdown. I was just playing with markers one day and wanted to use these stickers, and I just wrote things about Christmas. Just some random thoughts about Christmas. And then I had stickers in one of my Live La Posh, and I did this 25 days to Christmas. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I think I'll color in each day as we count down, and then maybe write like a little thought about Christmas, I don't know, or something I'm thankful for, or something that Christmas spirit, or maybe something I can do to share, I don't know, spread Christmas joy or something just to remind me to enjoy the season, because like I've said before, I'm in retail, so it can be very hard. So yeah. And then I wrote this all out, why I choose to decorate early for Christmas. So my reasoning why I decorate. And then I did this little Christmas bucket list. And then this is my children's Christmas list. I keep track of everything and how much I spend on each of them, write it down, and I write it in pencil. And then I've been thinking about what I'm going to do different with my planner for next year, my thoughts on it. So I was writing myself notes, and like I was thinking about having different tabs with different, I don't know, I was just jotting down my ideas. So I made that. And then I did this with the Happy Planner Icon sticker book. And this is just going to be my end of year thoughts here. And then I got those new markers. And so I was like, I'll just go through and just do this for fun. It was fun to do. And I love to look at the colors. They're so pretty. And then that will be the end of my book. So really, my goal is to have every page filled in. So I only have like a few more. And I never know when an idea is going to hit me. Like that last night, that book reading one just hit me. And I just made that today. I actually planned it out last night on a piece of wax paper. And then today I came over and did this. So I only have like this many empty pages to come up with maybe some ideas, but you never know. I always have ideas. They just pop in my head. So I think I'll be able to fill it in next, 2 months. So yeah, that is I call it my dump journal, because you never know what's going to go in there. But it's my favorite creation. So that is everything besides my work planner. But that is everything. I hope you enjoyed. If there's anything I can do better when flipping through these, let me know. Or if you have more questions, or you want me to like write down what sticker books. I'm not into doing the links yet. I don't have that kind of time. Eventually someday I will, but right now that's not something I can do. But I can always look it up if you really want to know. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.